The apex predator of the jungle or the mountains prowls this landscape, and when we get a pair of them together, claws will certainly fly. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the BYU Cougars. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense takes the field for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
The Jaguars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Running into the open space. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go back to the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Jaguars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Jaguars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on motion.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. And it's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
They'll leave it with him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Here's a hit, and he rolls into the house. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're working that left side. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll... They go to the ground. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Jaguars have pushed it inside the 20. To the ground, he's got it again. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down here for the offense. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Jaguars have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Jaguars! Oh. Handoff from the shotgun. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to...
He's loose. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, South Alabama. Nice. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We've reached the end of the period. It's South Alabama holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down will open up the final period. From the gun, the ground game. He has the first and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. The Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Shakes off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Jaguars! They took a might be changing the route. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Nice move there. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point that seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football. Do something.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Jaguars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Give to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day.
There he goes. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And he makes the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee in this.